Hey gang, I'm at Graceland Cemetery again, and we're just going to look at stones today. Nobody famous, unless we happen to run into them. Graceland is in Chicago, Graceland Cemetery. A lot of famous people here. If you look, I did a live here. It was raining. We hit most of the really big famous people in that episode. But today, we're gonna just look for, well, we're not gonna really look for anything. We're just gonna walk and see what we come across. We have some newer stones mixed in with the older. Here, I say that because it's mostly old stones here. I don't even know if there are any plots available. It's a very old cemetery, and if you come here, I really recommend coming here. But don't come here on the weekend. If you don't want to run into people, if you like crowds, then come here on the weekend. It's Saturday today, and this is part two kind of a little walk. It's a little impromptu because I had to deviate from another plan and was just nearby here, so I thought I would check it out. Oh man, there's tons of people. I'm in a section where there's not very many people. For myself, I don't like to run into people when I'm at the cemetery. I'm sure you don't either. It's all part of the experience, the tranquility, the peace. As I was walking before, there were some people and they're just yelling and laughing, and it just, yeah, I don't mind if the people are here, but boy, be a little more respectful where you're at. Just kind of does take the whole feeling out of it. The whole ambiance, I guess you could say. It's an old stone here, as I was saying before. The climate, by the way, if you missed part one, I'll put a link in below to this. But we saw a lot of stones like this that were just melted away. And we were talking about, it's really not as much the climate, but the pollution here in Chicago. So you can compare that stone to a stone that's 50 miles west in the suburbs, and it looks completely different, almost new. Let's go this way. And like a lot of the stones here, like this one, just you're not going to be able to read the names. You just wonder who these people were, right? Totally washed away. There's an interesting grouping by the road. Now there's some newer headstones in front, and you wonder, are those the same people? I don't know. What do you think? I don't think so, because these are back to back, so I'm guessing that the front of these stones are not on this side. I think they're buried right here, these folks. It says Schwartz. All nationalities here, mostly German, Irish, mostly I think German, European. You don't see a lot of Italian, and you don't see Eastern Bloc, you don't see Czech. Well, I'm sure there's a few here, but it's kind of unusual because you'd see the pictures. If you're Italian or Czech, many times you're going to have a picture on your grave of yourself. Some more old stones. Look at that. Just imagine the beautiful sculpture and relief work that once was, now all lost to history, and the same with the tops of these stones. Maybe those are oak leaves. Yeah, looks like oak leaves. And as we see so often, this probably used to be a little lamb for a child. It's the grave of a child, no doubt. It's too bad. I think somebody would fix that. That one's about to fall over. I don't know if I can. No. I'm gonna try and. I might be out of my league here, but I'm gonna try and straighten these out. Let me move this over here. All right. Oh boy, these are heavy. These are marble. Well, I am not going to be able to, I would have to lift that. That's well over 100 pounds. And I would have to lift that and drop it on there. And I don't think that would be a good idea for my back. I think I could maybe do it, but I think it would just fall over again. Maybe this way it'll attract a little attention for the cemetery staff to remount that. It wouldn't be too much trouble. Hopefully that gets done soon. Some beautiful flowers here. Look at that. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, but I will put that on camera if you can read it. Nope, I'm not going to try. But I see 1867 birth, and I'm guessing the stones in the back are their original stones, which is really cool. And that's a new stone. Another 100 years, those will be gone. 200 or 300 years. All of those will be gone, guys. I'm along the wall here. I think this is Clark Street. May be wrong. If you want to come here, take Irving Park east from the Kennedy Expressway. This is a beautiful place. That's why a lot of people come here. And again, it's a refuge. It's a complete refuge from the noise and the bustle and all the hassle Cemeteries are a place for the living now. In our generation, seems to be on the comeback trail, guys. Especially with these cemetery channels. I have to tell you, I think that our channels are really part of this reemergence of cemeteries, and one not being a weirdo like I used to think I was. Going to look at gravestones. There are millions of us. Like I said, when I was talking, we were getting ready for an interview, a TV interview, and they were asking me, you know, different questions. I said, this is the thing now, and there's this new and I'm telling you, I think the cemetery, all of us doing these videos, is going to help normalize cemeteries for visitation for those other than those mourning relatives, because these were originally built as destinations for the living. I mean, you've seen pictures. If you haven't seen pictures, I'll put one up of families picnicking in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Who wouldn't come here to picnic? Now, when I was at St. Casimir, I have to tell you, of all the cemeteries, and that's more on the southwest side, that is a place where people are hanging out with they're hanging out with their families. Again, they're recent burials, but I saw barbecue grills, and you know, they're there all day. Instead of going to the lake or the beach or the park district, they're going to the cemetery. So I think we're seeing a phenomenon for cemeteries re-emerging. Well, cemeteries, it's not the cemeteries themselves. I'm talking about, we'll call it the fashion or the popularity of them being a destination point. You know, I'll tell you, I'm right by the wall here, and you just know nobody's, even the people today are not coming over here. And you look and you say, who's this? Who's this right here? This was somebody all by itself. This little stone. No name anymore. No name anymore. Some more interesting stones. It's funny, some of them are grouped. Look at this, how they're grouped together. Look at the relief work on the top of that. What are those? Two big something. Some type of plant. Maybe somebody will be able to say. Well, we're going to end it right here. There's two little children. There is a name on this one. I can't read it, but maybe the camera can read it. Look at that. So sad. These little markers. The old inscriptions. You wonder, who were they? The lamb. The child has died. All right, gang, thanks for coming with me today. It was great hanging out with you on this beautiful day. We're in fall, and pretty soon winter will be here. Maybe when you watch this, it'll probably be winter. It's October, early to mid-October right now, so you have a great day.